After 60, your body enters a stage where nutrition isn't just about fueling daily life. It becomes one of the strongest predictors of longevity, independence, and quality of living. And while most people assume diet alone can cover their needs, decades of research from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and the National Institute on Aging show a different reality. Aging changes how the body absorbs, processes, and uses nutrients, even when the diet stays the same. Stomach acid naturally declines, reducing absorption of B12, iron, and minerals. Kidneys filter nutrients more slowly. The skin produces nearly 70% less vitamin D than it did at age 25. The gut microbiome, critical for immunity and mood, loses diversity. Muscle cells become less efficient at generating energy. Bones lose density faster, and chronic inflammation rises quietly in the background. This isn't a personal failure, it's biology. Dr. Sharon Inouye, a leading geriatric specialist at Harvard Medical School, explains it simply. Older adults experience real physiological shifts. Supplementation isn't about shortcuts. It's about restoring what the body can no longer maintain on its own. And this is the key point most supplement advice gets wrong. The goal isn't to take everything. The goal is to identify the few specific nutrients that research consistently shows seniors become deficient in, the ones where supplementation has measurable, clinically proven benefits. These nutrients support the systems aging affects most: bones, muscles, heart, brain, immunity, energy production, vision, gut health. In this video, we'll break down the supplements that actually work, the ones supported by major clinical trials, NIH data, and long-term studies. No trends, no hype, just science. Because after 60, taking the right supplements isn't about boosting. It's about protecting your independence, your clarity, your mobility, and the decades of living still ahead. Vitamin D, the silent deficiency. Affecting millions. Vitamin D is one of the most scientifically supported supplements for seniors, not because it's trendy, but because deficiency becomes almost inevitable. With age studies from Harvard, the NIH, and the University of Michigan all show the same pattern. Once you pass 50, your skin produces far less vitamin D from sunlight, your kidneys convert less of it into its active form, and your diet rarely makes up the difference. That's why nearly 50% of adults over 60 are deficient without realizing it. And the consequences go far beyond bones. Low vitamin D has been linked to weaker muscles, impaired balance, low mood, slower immune response, and higher risk of falls, something many seniors don't connect to a nutrient deficiency. Dr. Michael Hollick, the world's leading vitamin D researcher, often says, vitamin D maintains the entire musculoskeletal system, bones, muscles, and neuromuscular function. Deficiency is far more dangerous than most people think. Research supports him. A large meta-analysis published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had significantly lower rates of fractures, respiratory infections, and mobility decline. Why is it so important? Vitamin D helps you absorb calcium, strengthens bones, supports immunity, boosts muscle performance, and plays a key role in preventing age-related weakness. It even influences the brain. Seniors with low levels show higher rates of cognitive decline. Most experts recommend 800 to 2000 IU daily, depending on baseline levels. People who live in northern climates, spend more time indoors, or use sunscreen regularly usually need the higher end. Taking it with a meal containing healthy fats improves absorption by up to 50%. Correcting vitamin D deficiency isn't just helpful. For many seniors, it's transformative. Better balance, stronger bones, fewer illnesses, and more stable mood often appear within weeks. Calcium, the foundation of strong, age-resilient bones. Calcium is one of the most essential nutrients for seniors, yet it's also one of the most commonly underconsumed. By the time you reach 60, bone density has already declined for decades, and without enough calcium, that loss accelerates. Research from the National Osteoporosis Foundation shows that half of women and a quarter of men over 60 will experience an osteoporosis-related fracture, often from something as simple as slipping in the kitchen. Bones are living tissue. They constantly break down and rebuild. But after midlife, the reconstruction slows dramatically, and without adequate calcium, the body starts pulling the mineral out of your bones to keep your heart, nerves, and muscles functioning. That hidden withdrawal is what slowly weakens bone strength. Dr. Ethel Siris, a leading osteoporosis expert at Columbia University, explains it clearly. You can't build or maintain bone without calcium, but most older adults simply don't reach the recommended intake through diet alone. Dairy, leafy greens, and fortified foods help, yet many seniors still fall short of the 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams daily requirement. Digestive changes, reduced appetite, lactose intolerance, and lower dietary diversity all contribute to this shortfall. This is where supplements play a vital role, but choosing the right form matters. Calcium carbonate is cost-effective and best absorbed with meals. Calcium citrate is gentler on digestion and absorbs well even without food, making it ideal for seniors with lower stomach acid. Pairing calcium with vitamin D significantly improves absorption and ensures it reaches the bones instead of circulating unused. Dozens of clinical studies confirm that maintaining healthy calcium levels reduces fracture risk, strengthens bones, supports teeth, and helps preserve mobility later in life. When combined with vitamin D and light resistance exercise, the benefits multiply, giving seniors a stronger, safer foundation for staying active and independent. Magnesium, the mineral that keeps muscles, nerves, and energy running smoothly. Magnesium is one of the most underrated supplements for seniors, yet it affects nearly every major system in the body. After 60, deficiency becomes surprisingly common. Research from the NIH shows that up to 70% of older adults fail to meet their daily magnesium needs, often without realizing it. This is huge, because magnesium is involved in more than 300 biochemical reactions, including energy production, muscle function, nerve signaling, and maintaining a steady heartbeat. As you age, several factors quietly reduce magnesium levels. The digestive system becomes less efficient at absorbing it. Kidneys may excrete more of it, and many common medications, including diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, and certain blood pressure drugs, further deplete magnesium stores. This is why seniors often experience muscle cramps, restless legs, fatigue, insomnia, and even higher blood pressure without linking these symptoms to low magnesium. Dr. Carolyn Dean, author of The Magnesium Miracle, puts it simply: magnesium deficiency is responsible for more symptoms in older adults than almost any other mineral shortage. The science backs this up. Studies published in Hypertension and Diabetes Care show that adequate magnesium levels support heart rhythm, stabilize blood sugar, and improve sleep quality. Research also connects low magnesium to increased risk of osteoporosis because the mineral helps regulate calcium and vitamin D metabolism, meaning magnesium is a quiet partner in bone strength. For seniors, the best absorbed forms are magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate, known for being gentle on the stomach and effective at raising levels. Most older adults need around 320 milligrams daily for women and 420 milligrams for men, though splitting the dose throughout the day improves absorption and reduces digestive discomfort. Correcting magnesium deficiency can lead to better sleep, fewer cramps, steadier energy, calmer nerves, and improved heart health, benefits many seniors notice within just a few weeks. Vitamin B12, essential fuel for memory, energy, and nerve protection. Vitamin B12 is one of the most crucial supplements for seniors because absorption drops sharply with age. After 60, the stomach produces far less hydrochloric acid, and without this acid, your body can't release B12 from food. That's why nearly 1 in 5 older adults is deficient, according to research from Harvard Medical School. The tricky part is that symptoms appear slowly and are often mistaken for normal aging. Fatigue, memory lapses, numbness in the hands or feet, balance issues, mood changes, and even depression can all be signs of low B12. Dr. Raj Dasgupta, a board-certified internist at the University of Southern California, warns, untreated B12 deficiency can cause permanent nerve damage. It's one of the most important nutrients seniors must monitor. Why is B12 so essential? It helps create red blood cells, supports nerve myelin, the protective layer around nerves, maintains energy production in the mitochondria, and is required for clear thinking and strong memory. Studies published in Neurology link low B12 to faster cognitive decline, while research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows supplementation can significantly improve energy levels in deficient adults. Even with a good diet, meat, eggs, fish, and dairy, absorption still declines with age. Certain medications make the problem worse. Metformin, acid-reducing drugs, and long-term antacids are known to lower B12 levels significantly. That's why most experts recommend seniors take B12 in supplement form. The most effective and commonly used formats are methylcobalamin and cyanocobalamin, available as tablets, sublingual drops, or injections for severe deficiency. The daily target is 2.4 micrograms, but seniors often take higher doses safely since excess is excreted naturally. Correcting a deficiency can restore mental clarity, improve energy, protect nerves, and sharpen focus. Changes many seniors feel within weeks. Omega-3 fatty acids, proven support for heart, brain, and inflammation control. Omega-3 fatty acids are among the most thoroughly researched supplements in modern medicine, and for seniors, they are considered foundational. Studies from Harvard School of Public Health, the American Heart Association, and the Mayo Clinic all point to the same conclusion. Older adults simply don't get enough EPA and DHA, the two omega-3s that protect the heart, reduce inflammation, and preserve brain function. Why does this matter so much after 60? Because inflammation naturally increases with age, blood vessels become less flexible, and brain cells become more vulnerable to oxidative stress. Omega-3s directly counter these processes. They lower triglycerides, reduce arterial stiffness, improve neuronal communication, and help maintain sharp cognition. Dr. Dariush Mozaffarian, a cardiologist and omega-3 researcher at Tufts University, explains, EPA and DHA are essential for cardiovascular health. In older adults, the protective effects are even more pronounced. Unfortunately, most seniors consume very little fatty fish, the richest natural source of these nutrients. Plant foods like flax and walnuts contain ALA, but the body converts only 5 to 10% into EPA and DHA, which is not nearly enough to meet the needs of aging tissues. Clinical trials published in the Journal of the American Heart Association and Brain Research show that a daily intake of 1,000 milligrams combined EPA and DHA can reduce risk of heart attack and stroke, improve memory and processing speed, lower inflammation markers, support joint comfort, improve blood vessel function. When choosing a supplement, purified fish oil and algae-based omega-3s are best. They're free from heavy metals and provide DHA and EPA in their active forms. Taking omega-3s with meals improves absorption and reduces any chance of fishy aftertaste. For seniors, this isn't just a nice-to-have. It's one of the most reliable, science-backed tools to protect the heart, nourish the brain, and maintain long-term vitality. CoQ10. Restoring cellular energy and protecting the aging heart. CoQ10, or coenzyme Q10, is often called the spark plug of the cell. And for seniors, it becomes increasingly important because natural levels decline sharply with age. Research from the National Institute on Aging and the Cleveland Clinic shows that adults over 60 may have up to 40% lower CoQ10 levels than younger adults. This matters because CoQ10 is essential for producing ATP, the energy currency that powers every organ, especially the heart and brain. One of the biggest reasons seniors need CoQ10 is medication use statins, widely prescribed for cholesterol. Lower CoQ10 levels significantly because they block the same pathway the body uses to produce it. Dr. Peter Langzjoen, a cardiologist and leading CoQ10 researcher, states, "Statins reduce CoQ10, and the drop can lead to muscle pain, fatigue, and reduced heart function. Supplementation is often necessary in older adults. That's why many seniors on statins experience tiredness, muscle weakness, or slower recovery without knowing CoQ10 may be the missing link." Clinical studies published in Biofactors, the European Heart Journal, and Nutrition consistently show that CoQ10 supplementation can increase cellular energy production, improve heart efficiency, reduce statin-related muscle pain, enhance exercise tolerance, support clearer thinking, and reduced brain fog. There are two main forms, ubiquinone and ubiquinol. While both work, ubiquinol is better absorbed, especially in adults over 60. Most research-backed doses fall between 100 to 200 milligrams daily, taken with a meal containing healthy fats for optimal absorption. Seniors who supplement CoQ10 often report more stable energy, less fatigue, improved stamina, and better heart comfort. For many, it feels like someone turned the power back on inside their cells. In essence, CoQ10 acts like a cellular reset, restoring the energy that aging gradually steals and helping the heart perform with greater strength and efficiency. Collagen, rebuilding joints, skin, and mobility. From the inside out, collagen is the most abundant protein in your body, but after age 40, production drops steadily. And by 60, your body may produce 50% less than it once did. This decline affects far more than appearance. It impacts joint comfort, mobility, muscle recovery, bone strength, and even overall resilience. That's why collagen supplementation has become one of the most researched and recommended options for older adults. Collagen forms the structural framework of your cartilage, tendons, ligaments, skin, and bones. When levels fall, common age-related issues begin to appear. Stiff joints, slower recovery after activity, wrinkling and sagging skin, and decreased muscle mass. Dr. Daniel Balavi, a musculoskeletal researcher, notes, "After midlife, collagen loss accelerates internal and external aging. Supplementing can meaningfully slow that decline." Clinical studies confirm this research published in Nutrients, Current Medical Research and Opinion, and the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology shows that taking 5 to 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen daily can reduce joint discomfort, improve skin elasticity, support tendon and ligament repair, enhance muscle mass when combined with light resistance training, improve bone mineral density. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides are the gold standard for seniors because they're broken down into smaller units the body can easily absorb. Marine collagen is also popular, especially for skin health, while bovine collagen provides a broader spectrum of collagen types. most people begin noticing improvements in 8 to 12 weeks, especially in joint flexibility and skin smoothness. Collagen mixes easily into coffee, tea, oatmeal, or smoothies, making it effortless to add to a daily routine. What makes collagen important isn't just appearance, it's mobility. Joint function, ligament strength, and cartilage integrity all depend heavily on collagen. For seniors wanting to stay active, walk comfortably, or avoid stiffness, restoring collagen levels can make a meaningful difference. For many older adults, collagen is not a cosmetic supplement, it's a mobility and vitality supplement. Continue with Chapter 9, and I'll move to the next science-backed supplement. Probiotics, restoring gut balance, immunity, and nutrient absorption. Probiotics are one of the most impactful supplements for seniors because the gut changes dramatically with age. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that by your 60s, the diversity of gut bacteria declines, good bacteria decrease, and inflammatory strains often increase. This shift affects far more than digestion. It influences immunity, vitamin production, mood, and even cognitive clarity. Why does this happen? Years of medications, especially antibiotics, acid reducers, and pain relievers, reduced dietary variety, stress, and slower digestion quietly disrupt the gut ecosystem. Dr. Gail Creasy, a microbiome specialist at the Cleveland Clinic, explains, "A healthy gut microbiome is essential for nutrient absorption, immune defense, and inflammation control, all areas that become more vulnerable with age." Clinical studies support this research published in Frontiers in Immunology and the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that probiotic supplementation in seniors can improve digestion and reduce bloating, enhance immune response, support regular bowel movements, improve nutrient absorption, including B vitamins and minerals, reduce inflammation in the gut, support mood and cognitive stability through the gut-brain axis. Different strains have different benefits. Lactobacillus strains support digestion, immunity, and lactose tolerance. Bifidobacterium strains promote regularity, reduce inflammation, and strengthen the gut lining. Most seniors benefit from 1 to 10 billion CFUs daily, though higher doses are sometimes used for specific issues. The key is choosing a multi-strain formula from a trusted brand, ideally one that guarantees potency until the expiration date. Not just at the time of manufacture. Probiotics work best when paired with prebiotic fiber found in oats, bananas, onions, and beans. This combination feeds the good bacteria and helps them flourish. For many older adults, improving gut health leads to better energy, fewer digestive symptoms, stronger immunity, and even clearer thinking. The gut truly is the body's control center, and probiotics help restore the balance that aging slowly disrupts. Vitamin K2, guiding calcium to the right places for strong bones and a healthy heart. Vitamin K2 is one of the most important, yet least talked about, supplements for seniors. While calcium and vitamin D get most of the attention, K2 is the nutrient that makes sure calcium goes where it should. Without K2, calcium can accumulate in the wrong places, stiffening arteries instead of strengthening bones. This is why vitamin K2 is now heavily studied in aging, bone health, and cardiovascular protection. Research from the Mayo Clinic, Rotterdam study, and multiple Japanese clinical trials shows that K2 activates two critical proteins. Osteocalcin helps deposit calcium into bones. Matrix GLA protein prevents calcium buildup in arteries. Dr. Leon Schergers, one of the world's leading K2 researchers, summarizes it simply. Vitamin K2 directs calcium traffic. Without it, calcium supplementation can become counterproductive. This traffic directing function becomes even more essential after age 60, when the body is more prone to both bone thinning and arterial calcification. The problem is that most Western diets are extremely low in K2 because its richest food sources, natto, aged cheeses, and organ meats, are rarely eaten in large amounts. Supplementation provides a reliable solution. The two primary forms are MK4 and MK7, but MK7 is preferred for seniors because it remains active in the body much longer, ensuring steady support for both bones and blood vessels. Most research-backed doses range from 90 to 120 micrograms daily. Clinical trials published in Osteoporosis International and Thrombosis and Hemostasis show that maintaining healthy K2 levels can improve bone density, reduce fracture risk, decrease arterial stiffness, support healthy blood pressure, enhance overall calcium utilization. Pairing K2 with vitamin D is especially effective. D improves calcium absorption, while K2 ensures it's deposited safely in bones. Together, they form one of the most powerful combinations for senior health. For older adults looking to protect mobility and cardiovascular vitality, vitamin K2 is a quiet but essential ally, ensuring that every bit of calcium strengthens the body rather than burdening it.